Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. All right, let's start today's Nectar of Devotion class. We missed class yesterday, and we missed the class yesterday, and then the day before yesterday, I was in the temple, so that day, we couldn't do the class. So yeah, today we're doing the class. So let me just set it real quick, and then we're gonna start it real quick. All right, let's go ahead and start today's verse, which is Dadati Prayati Granti Duyam Akyanti Pashyanti Bhukate Bhukte Bhujanti Chaiva Sadvidyam Pratilaksanam. Uh, Offering gifts in charity, accepting charitable gifts, relieving one's mind in confidence, requiring confident, inquiring confidently, accepting prasadam and offering prasada are six symptoms of love shared by one devotee and another. Srila Rupa Goswami explains how to perform devotional service in association of um, other devotees. There are six kind of activities. One, giving charity to devotees. Two, accepting from the devotees whatever may offer in return. Three, opening one's mind to the devotees. Four, inquiring from them about confidential service of the Lord. Five, honoring prasada or spiritual food given by the devotees. And six, feeding the devotees with prasada. And uh, an experienced devotee explains and and inexperienced devotee learns from him. This guyam akyanti prashanti, when uh, gahayam akyanti prashanti, when a devotee distributes prasada, remnants of food offered to the person supreme personality of God, in order to remain our spirit or devotional service of our spirit of devotional service, we must accept the prasada as the Lord's grace received received through the pure devotee. We should also invite pure devotee to our home, offer them prasada to be prepared to please call them in all respect. This is called bhunte bojaye chaiva. When in ordinary social service, these six types of dealings between two loving friends are absolutely necessary. For instance, when one businessman wishes to contact another businessman, he arranges a feast in a hotel, and over the feast openly expresses what wishes to do. When he inquires from his business friend how he should act, and sometimes presents are exchanged. Thus, whenever there is a dealing of uh, sorry, mm, preeti or love in intimate dealing. These six activities are executed. In previous verses, Rupa Goswami advised that one should renounce worldly association and keep company with devotees sangatayat gayat sangat sanga sorry sangatayat sato vretaha. The International Society of Krishna Consciousness had developed to facilitate these six kinds of loving exchanges between devotees. This society was started single-handedly, because of the devotees are coming forward, dealing with the give and take policy. The society is expanding all over the world. We are glad that people are donating humbly, liberally to development of society's activities, and people are also eagerly accepting the humble contribution we are giving them in shape of books and magazines dealing strictly and with the subject matter of Krishna consciousness. We sometimes hold Hare Krishna festival and invite life members and friends to participate in the feasting by accepting prasada. Although most of the members came from higher rungs of society, they nonethelessly came to take whenever little prasada where we are able to offer them. Sometimes the members and supporters inquire very confident. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm feeling too much mm, tired today. I don't know why. Confidently about the methods of performing devotional service, and we try to explain this in this way. Our international society is successfully spreading all over the world, and the intelligence intelligentsia of all countries is gradually accepting our Krishna consciousness activity. The life of Krishna consciousness activity is nourished by these six types of loving exchange among the members. Therefore, people should be given the chance to associate with devotees of ISKCON, because simply by rece- reciprocating the six ways mentioned above, on an ordinary man can fully receive the dormant of Krishna consciousness. In Bhagavad Gita 2.62, it is stated, Sangat Sanjaya Kamaha. One's desires and ambitions develop according to the company one keeps. It is often said that man is known by his company, and ordinary man associate. If an ordinary man associates with devotee, he certainly develop his demo de, dormant Krishna consciousness and wait Krishna consciousness. The understanding of Krishna consciousness in innate in every living entity, and already developed to some extent when a living entity takes a human body. It is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela Adhyaya, chapter 2, sloka 107, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunaya Anaya Stravandi Suddha Chaite Karaye Udaya. I'm sorry. Sorry. Um, I'll take a minute to wash my face real quick. All right, I'm back. All right, let's start it. Where were we? Okay, pure love for Krishna is eternally established in the hearts of living beings, living entities. It is not something to be gained from other source. When the heart is purified by hearing and chanting, the living entity naturally awakens, since the Krishna consciousness is inherent in every entity. Everyone should be given a chance to hear about Krishna. Simply by hearing and chanting Sarvanam Kirtanam, one's heart is directly purified, and one's original Krishna consciousness is immediately awakened. Krishna consciousness is not artificially imposed upon the heart. It is already there. When one chants the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the heart is cleansed of all the mundane contamination. In the stanza of his Sri Sistas his Sri Sistastakam Sistastaka. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavama Davagni Nirvapanam Shreya कई अवचंद्रिका वितरणम विद्यावधु जीवनम आनंदामुदि वर्धनम प्रतिपदम पूर्णा वेदसादनम सर्वात्मा आसना परम विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तनम. All glories to the Sri Krishna, to the Sri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleans the heart of all dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtana movement is the prime benediction diction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the magnificent moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Not only is the chapter is the chanter of Mahamantra purified, but the heart of anyone who happens to hear the transcendental vibration of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare is also cleansed. Even the souls embodied in lower animals, insects, and trees, these these trees and other species of life also become purified and prepared to be fully Krishna conscious by simply hearing the transcendental vibration. This is explained by Thakura Haridasa when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Haridas Thakura when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from him how living entities living entities lower than human beings can be delivered to material bonade. Sri Haridas Thakura said that chanting a holy name is so powerful that even one chants in the remote remotest part of jungles, and the trees and animals will advance to Krishna consciousness by simply hearing the vibration. This was actually proved by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself when he passed through the forest of Jharikhanda at the time of tigers, snakes, deer, and all other animals were abounded their natural animosity and began chanting and dancing Sankirtan. Of course, we cannot imitate the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because we cannot follow his footsteps. Footsteps. We are not powerful enough to enchant the lower animals such as tigers, snakes, cats, and dogs or entice them to dance, but chanting the holy name of our Lord can actually convert many people throughout the world world to Krishna consciousness. Contributing or distributing the holy name of Lord is a sublime example of contributing or giving charity. The dadati. principle. By the same token, one must also follow the pragranti principle and be willing and ready to receive the transcendental gift. One should inquire about the Krishna consciousness movement and open his mind in order to understand the situation of this material world. Thus, guyam gun gahayam akhyati pratyati principle can be served. The members of International Society of Krishna Consciousness invite society members and supporters to dine them with dine them when they hold hold feasts in all their branches. Every Sunday, many interested people come to honor Prasada, and whenever possible, they invite members of Internet Society of Krishna Society to their homes and feed them some profusely with prasad. In order to in this way, both the members of society and the general public are benefited. People should give up the society so-called yogis, jananis, karmis, and funny philanthropies, because their association can benefit no one. If one really wants to attain goal of human life, he should associate with devotees of the Krishna conscious movement, because one is only it is the only movement that teaches one how to develop love with God. Religion is the special function of human society, and it consists the distinction between human society and animal society. Animal society has no church, no mosque, no religion system. All parts of world, however, down to human society, um, maybe there is some system of religion. Even tribal aborigines in the jungle also have a system of religion. When a religion system develops and turns into love of God, it is successful, as stated in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2, chapter canto 1, sloka 2, sloka 2, chapter 6. Sai vai pusam paro dharmo yato bhaktir akho khisya akhe turya aparijanta yate mama saparsidyanti. The supreme, the supreme occupation dharma for all humanity is that one which men can attain the living loving devotional service unto transcendental Lord. Can such a devotional service must be motivated and uninterrupted in order to completely satisfy the self. If the members of human society actually want peace of mind, tranquility, and friendly relations between men and nations, they must follow the Krishna conscious system of religion, by which they can develop their dermonant love to Krishna, the supreme personality of God. As soon as people do so, their minds will immediately be filled with space and tranquility. I don't know what is that. I can't pronounce it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm not that good at English. So please forgive the soul that I'm not that good at English, but still I'm trying to uh, at least read books. I'm trying to read books of Srila Prabhupada. Which this book has deep deep. If you will search up if you are not that good at English as I am, you should search the words. It is too deep. English words are also deep. There, Srila Prabhupada's disciple wrote wrote the book, like they fix the grammar and all, who are like graduated from English. They put so much deep words into it, so that is why the many of the words I don't even know the meaning. I'm just reading it. So in okay, let's go ahead. It is this one right here. All right, let's go. In regard, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur wants all the devotees engaged in broadcasting Krishna consciousness movement not to speak in impersonalist, im, impersonalities, Mayavadis who are always determined to oppose such a theistic movement. The world is full of Mayavadis and theists and potential parties of world to take advantage of Mayavada and other atheistic uh, pro Sophie philo philosophies. I'm sorry. I was looking other way. That is why I don't know it. So um, if you think I'm not a good speaker, you can look other author. There are many authors. I'm just trying to, you know, read Srila Prabhupada book and just do my service. Okay, so there are many authors like yeah, you can search up. Yeah, uh you can buy some audiobook. You can at $99. You can get every single book that is in ISKCON. Every single book that is in English that is in English of ISKCON. ISKCON books that in English, all audiobook and online version. You're gonna get it in $99. And I think Hindi version is also available if any uh, any the people who speaks Hindi are here, and Nepali version is available in $29. So you can convert it. You can convert the you can convert the money to your currency so that you could know the real pricing of it. So yeah, mm, Mayavad is okay, philosophies. I was right here. So let's go ahead to promote the materialism. Sometimes they even back strong party to oppose Krishna consciousness movement. The Mayavadis and other atheists do not want the Krishna conscious movement to develop because it educates people in God consciousness. Such in the policy of the atheists, there is no benefit in feeding a snake milk and bananas because the snake never be satisfied in the country by taking milk. And in the contra I'm sorry, it is not country, it is contrary. By taking milk and bananas, the snake simply becomes more poisonous. Kevalam bisa vardhanam. If is snake, if is given milk to is poisonous, is poison simply increases. For similar reason, when we don't disclose our mind, the serpent Mayavadis and karmis to the serpent Mayavadis and karmis. Such disclosures will never help. It is best to avoid association with them completely and never ask them anything confidential, because they cannot give good advice, nor should extend invitations to Mayavadis and atheists, nor accept their invitations by such intimate intermingling. We may become affected by their atheistic mentality. Sangat sajayate kamaha. It it is the negative injunction of this verse that we should refrain by giving anything or accepting anything from Mayavadis and atheists. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also warned Visaira Anna खाइए दूसा खाइले दूसा hayamana. By eating food prepared by worldly people, one's mind becomes wicked. Unless one is very advanced, he is able to utilize everyone's contribution to further Krishna consciousness. Therefore, on the principle, one should not accept the charity of Ramayavadis or atheists. Indeed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has forbidden devotees to association, forbidden devotees to associate even with ordinary people who are too addicted with material sense gratification. The conclusion is that we should always keep the company with devotees, observe the regulative devotional principle, follow in the footsteps of acharyas, and full obedience, carry out the orders of his spiritual master. In this way, we shall be able to develop our devotional service and demon and Krishna consciousness. The devotee who is either Ni poet, Nephet, or Mahabhagavata, a gently advanced devotee, but within the middle status of devotional service, there is accepted to love the supreme personality of Godhead, make friends with devotees, so favor to interrogate and inject the jealous and demonic. In this verse there is belief mention of the process of making loving transactions with the supreme personality of Godhead, making friends with devotees mm, Dhyati, according to the Dati principle. An advanced devotee is supposed to spend 50% of his income in the service of Lord and his devotees. Srila Rupa Goswami has set such a example in his life. When he had to retire, he distributed 50% of his earnings to Krishna and 25% to his relatives, and kept 20% for his personal emergencies. This example should be followed by all the devotees. Whatever one's income 50% should be spent on behalf of Krishna and his devotees, and this will fulfill the demands of the Dati. In the next verse, Srila Rupa Goswami informs that what kind of Vaishnava should be selected as a friend, and how Vaishnava should be served. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We are done with the shloka today. Hare